Can you hear me? Hold on. I've got two devices going, so I got to figure out so there's no echo. Okay. Can you hear me now? No echo. Is there echo still? Let me know. Good morning again, since you can hear me now. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. That's okay. Okay, good. Cool. Because I've got two phones going because I still haven't figured out this Wi Fi stuff. So I'm using one phone, my daughter's phone here, and my phone is over here. So, yeah, it's been one of those mornings. But I'm going. I've got my coffee, and I hope that you have something to drink to hang out and chat with me too. I've pinned the link if anybody wants to come out and hang out. That's completely cool. Um, Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, Neil. Good morning, Robin. How are you guys? Hi, Shaz. Good to see you. How are you? So, I was I was saying this recipe is my rendition of one I seen online. So, there may be one out there similar. I don't know. We'll see. The recipe I seen was strawberry, and I know strawberry would be amazing, but it's peach season, and we're going peach crazy. So, we're gonna make it peach. You're at work? Oh no. No cookies for you. For who? I'm not eating cookies this early. Got my coffee though. What's everybody up to? It's Friday. Woo-hoo. And it's storming here, which I'm so glad because it has been so dry. We're in like a severe drought. And so the rain is nice and welcomed. Hey Jamie, how are you? Hopefully no pineapple this time. We're using peaches. We go with what's in season. That's what we do here. Mr. Red always says, why do you go on such a binge of a certain fruit? And it's not that I go on a binge, it's just what's in season. So we have, blueberries and raspberries and strawberry season, all the seasons of the fruit. We gotta we gotta do what's in season. So right now, peaches are going strong here. Hey Elaine, I'm sorry, I did see you earlier and just trying to turn the volume on and all that stuff. You got lost up in the comments. So, good morning, Elaine. My beautiful Auntie Elaine. Hey, Billy Bob. How are you? How are you and Florida Mama Bear doing this morning? So, I didn't give it a few minutes, kind of chat with you a little bit, and we'll get started. And I have my other phone hooked up on that side so that I can see comments here and y'all can see what I'm doing on this side. But like I said, I've pinned the link. If anybody wants to come up and chit chat, that's cool. We could do that. I'm going to try to do this on Fridays. And fingers crossed that it sticks. My schedule, I'm a home health care provider. So it changes constantly. I never know what I'm going to have. But here in the last month or two, it's been consecutive with having Friday off, and my children will be going back to school in a couple of weeks. And Mr. Red is at work, and that gives me an opportunity to bake with you guys, even though it's still kind of hot outside. We'll be all right. We're going to suffer. I'll suffer through this. And if you can too, if you want to join me, I'm going to try to make sure I have the recipes put up in advance, maybe like that Monday. So if you do want to bake with me, cook with me, whatever we do, you'll have the recipe and the ingredients beforehand. Neil, are you working too? Whoops. So the kids are home. The dogs are here. We found 2 kittens last night out in the rain. One was up under my car, and I have no idea where they came from. And when I got home, I was hearing the meowing in my car. And Mr. Red had to go and pull out the bottom plastic covering that's on the bottom of the car to protect it from debris and stuff. Had to pull that off and get this kitten out. And then we found another one that was in the driveway, and it was raining last night, so it was pouring rain. The poor kitten was soaking wet. So we rescued them along with the 3 that we have been taking care of and trying to nurse back to health. So we've got kittens galore, but the 2 we got last night, they're inside. The other ones are outside because I don't really do the whole indoor cat stuff. It tends to be a mess. So who knows what's going to happen. So we'll see what kind of noise is going to happen. So if there's something that happens or something, it's okay. It's going to be all right. This is just my life. We're not pretending over here, so we're just going to do the best we can. You're off today? Cool. Well, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. All right. Well, I am going to get started. The recipe for this. Good morning, Susie. The recipe for this is in the description of this live. If you want to go back and try this later on, that would be great. I would love for you to try them as well. So we're going to get started. And then while we get them baking in the oven, we'll have some more chat time. And we'll give these a taste test and see how it goes. So I'm going to turn this camera on and turn this one off. So bear with me just a moment. All right, can you still hear me? I gotta turn the volume down on this one. Can you still hear me? Let me know. So I'm gonna use one camera so that I can read comments. I think that you can, because I can still hear myself just a tad bit, but not enough to make an echo, hopefully. Elaine hasn't said anything. She said something earlier in chat. She hasn't commented. She's probably watching on her TV. Or sleep. Who knows? All right. So I have all my ingredients prepared over here. So we're going to roll with it. Hope that I can prop this up over here enough where I can still read the comments and not have the phone fall. Okay, so if you want to use your own homemade cinnamon rolls, more power to you. You go ahead and do that, but this early in the morning, I am not. So I have 2 containers of the grand cinnamon roll with the cream cheese icing. Oop, I knew it would fall. Okay, there we go. Hey, Buddy Biggs, how are you? Good morning, good morning. Okay, so again, grand cinnamon rolls. This is the kind you want. I'm sure that you could probably use the store brand. I didn't want to chance it and it be not what I need, because it did specifically say the grand cinnamon rolls, and like I said, cream cheese icing. So what we're gonna do, pop these open. And try to keep these together. I'm gonna set this icing over to the side. We're gonna still use that. Lid to the icing. Hey, Kristen. That's not cooking if it's already made. It's not already made. It's just making shortcuts. That's all. Let's see. Okay. All right. I'm gonna need some paper towels. Hang tight. This is gonna be Mr. Robin's the cooking guru. He's telling you I see that. Her and all her recipe endeavors this week. A macaroni and cheeseburger. All right. So you can use the cheesecake, the no-bake cheesecake that's in the container, kind of like a whipped topping container. I couldn't find it. So I found this brown sugar and cinnamon. I figured we're going to use brown sugar. It's a cinnamon roll. It's cream cheese. We're going to try it. So I got this instead. And I've let it sit out and I've kind of been like mixing it to make it soft. So I'm going to smudge some of this on here. And we have 2 packs of cinnamon rolls. So I'm going to try to make sure that there's enough for both. Remember the banoffee pie? I rest my case. Oh, you hush. You hush your face over there, Robin. So I think this will probably be the perfect amount. About half of this container. And this is 7.5 ounces. So we're going to smooth that cream cheese over our unrolled Grand's cinnamon roll. Set that to the side. And I've got probably about a cup and a half of peaches. I diced them. And I'm just going to put a little layer of that on here. Try to get it as even as possible without making it too complicated to roll back up. Don't worry about me using my fingers because I'm just making this for my family. Okay. So we've got that. We're going to roll this one back up. Uh-oh. Our cinnamon stuff stuck to the board. It's all right. And this comes, there's 5 rolls in a pack. So, like I said, I'm making 2. And I've got 2 of these square, I don't know what size they are, 8 by 8 maybe. I don't know. I got 2 of these and they're already greased. So those are ready to go. Let me pop this other one open. Let's turn our oven on, 350 to get it preheated. Don't come apart. Okay. Icing over there. Now unroll. I don't know why this one's not unrolling, because it's still stuck maybe. Okay. Maybe we'll go this way. There's some long cinnamon rolls. Push that back together. Everybody's just saying hello to each other. I hope everybody's doing good this Friday morning. This Friday morning, still here. Some of you may be well into the afternoon or even working towards Saturday morning. So happy whatever day it is to you. All right, that was the perfect amount. So that will do 2 rolls. Let's get our peaches. And so it'll probably be about a cup of fresh fruit if that's what you choose. Now the recipe I watched used freeze-dried strawberries, and they just crushed them up. So I don't know how much it would take of that, but I didn't find freeze-dried peaches. So that's a little bit, it's a little taste tester for later. We'll roll this back up. Okay. Set these to the side. Maybe we'll toss those peaches on top or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let me rinse my fingers. Good morning, Florida Mama Bear. I'm surprised the internet is working due to the internet Microsoft issues around the world. I didn't know there was any issues going on. But that's because I'm oblivious to everything going on in the world because I'm usually at work. So we got our pretty rolls. Gonna put them in our pan. And I hope that I can get, I'm just kind of using the knife as a guide. They're already cut, of course. I think I can get all 5 in here. Come on, come. Of course it wouldn't. I'm making a heck of a mess right now. That one in the middle. Okay. Do this one. Ooh, ooey gooey. My kids were wanting to go swimming today, but it doesn't look like we're going to have a chance to do that. I'll wash my hands again. Let's see. I can't really see a whole lot. Kristen comes and hangs out at Kelly's and Elaine's sometime. I think she's pretty involved in like the Tuber Chat community. So I'm sure she hangs out with Tiffany at the Canadian Family Life. I know it's a long, a long name. Please forgive me, Tiffany. I know you from Tiffany, and I know your name when I see you. I just can't remember it at the top of my mind. Okay, so now that we've got our rolls assembled, this is the secret ingredient to your successful cinnamon roll is to use heavy whipping cream. And you're just going to drizzle a little bit on each roll and in between, just enough in the bottom. That makes our cinnamon rolls nice and fluffy and ooey gooey. That's the secret. That's the secret to the best cinnamon rolls. All right, so now that we've got those ready, I'm gonna set those back to the side. Guess we'll just dump these extra peaches on top over here. We're not gonna waste. Okay, so I've got my bowl for our crumble. So we have a half a cup of all-purpose flour, a half a cup of brown sugar. You can use granulated if you prefer. I also have about a little over a quarter cup of finely chopped pecans. And we're going to heat up our butter. It says 4 to 6 tablespoons. I've got 4 in here and I've got 2 here. So we're going to see if we need some more butter. I've got it. If not, we didn't waste any time. So let me heat this up. Grab a sip of my coffee over here. Hey, Jesse! Okay. So slightly melted, not completely, just slightly. And I'm going to use the same spoon that we used for the cream cheese because I'm not going to dirty up any more dishes than I have to. So we're just going to kind of like toss this, not mixing because you don't want it to be a dough. It's literally a crumble. So just kind of break up that butter. It's nice and soft. It's not completely melted until we get a nice crummy combined topping. And I think maybe 1 tablespoon. So let me heat that up. It's just a little, not all the way crumbled in the bottom. Almost. I think that's going to be perfect. So that was 7 tablespoons, right? No, 6, 5. Sorry. It's 5. 5 tablespoons of butter was perfect for this amount of flour and brown sugar, which brown sugar is a little more moist than granulated sugar. So I guess that's where it would differentiate in your texture. So, like I said, not a dough. You don't want to mix it until it's a dough. You want it crummy. I made a mess. What's new, right? Okay, let's bring our rolls back over, and we're just gonna stick that right on top. Right on top of these cinnamon rolls. I'm going to try to evenly distribute this. So we may come back and put some more. We'll see. I just want to have enough for both. So that's one. I think this is plenty. I think this is a perfect amount. Cool. I love when it works out that way. That delicious brown sugar and pecan crumble on top. All right, so here's both of our rolls. And that took us, what, a few minutes? 10, 15 minutes to make this. So this is a pretty simple recipe. Like I said, you're more than welcome to make your own cinnamon rolls and do the same thing. I'm cutting corners. It's too early for me to be doing that. All this prep work this early in the morning because I am not an early bird. Into a 350-degree oven for 20 minutes. We'll check. So I've got that. I'm going to clean up my mess in a moment. And then we'll chat some more. Our icing, we're going to use that when they're done. We're going to toss this in the garbage. My mom got me all of these clear little bowls from the thrift store, and I love them. And she loves to watch when I bake, and I use the clear bowls so that you can see what's in there. So she brought me a whole stack. So that was cool. Thanks, Mom. Put this away. Self-situated. I'm sure you can hear my washer going. Hey, Mr. Stir Crazy, how are you? Okay. Ah, I'm back. All right. So while those bake, we'll chat a while. Get my screen back. It's gonna smell so good. Yeah. What's up, Tuber Chat? Good to see you. Cause the rolls were no. I cut corners. I'm cheating. I use biscuit or cinnamon rolls in a can, which is more relatable. Not everybody knows how to make their own cinnamon rolls, so let's be more relatable. So, got my coffee. I hope everybody has their coffee or their tea or whatever gets you going. I'm mixed my coffee with some hot chocolate because I didn't have any creamer. I'm not usually home um, in the morning times, so I don't keep my coffee creamer here. I keep it at work. And if I am home, I'm usually asleep till about 11 o'clock. I am not an early riser. I'm a night owl. So, same thing. right? You just make hot chocolate with some milk and put it in there with coffee. It's pretty good. I'm probably going to be bouncing off the walls, but hey, that's all right. What are you behind on? What are you behind? You probably hear my washer going. It's wash day. It's chores. I got to do all my chores. I got to get caught up. Okay, so I tried that meal, and the one at home spoils because I don't use it quick enough. It is possible to buy two, but I don't use it because I usually don't drink coffee when I'm at home. Sometimes. But I have heavy cream and I have all the syrups and the flavor things, like at Starbucks, you can make it. And I do that sometimes, but um, I wasn't really in the mood for any of those flavors. So I'm just rocking with my hot chocolate and coffee. We're going to call it mocha because that's what it is. In my chicken, pig, and cow cup. Oh, sheep. Chicken, pig, and sheep. Um, I have caramel. I have mocha, which I'm not a fan of it. It kind of gives it a weird taste, so that's why I didn't want to use that. Um, Vanilla, and then I have some fruity flavors, but that don't. We use that for our water or soda or something like that. And there's strawberry, a unicorn, and mermaid, I think is what they are. Just like coffee creamer. That's why I don't like anything fancy in it. Mocha, chocolata, creole. Oh goodness! So even though it's raining and it's overcast, it's still warm when I'm sitting right here in front of the oven. So you see me sweating. It is what it is. I'm here. I'm doing this for you guys. No, I'm doing it for myself because I really wanted these cinnamon rolls. Ah, they looked really good. I can't remember where I was TikTok or something. I seen the original. Like I said, it was strawberry, and they used the pre-made um, cheesecake mix, the Philadelphia no bake cheesecake in the tub. And I've gotten it before, but I don't remember what store I got it at. So I'm supposed to sing it. You don't want to hear me sing that. You don't want to hear me sing that. I'm so excited. I'm hungry. I saved my breakfast to eat with you guys. I've been up since 7:30, which I didn't plan to be up that early. Thank you to my son for calling and waking me up. But that's all right. It's all right. It's okay. They're excited they want to go swimming, but I don't think that's going to happen today. So we're probably going to go school clothes shopping. Maybe if they get up. My kids are night owls too, so they stay up half the night. My son worked last night, so I'm not sure how much sleep he got, but we're going to roll with it. It's Friday. We don't have anything to do tomorrow. I think it's supposed to rain again tomorrow. We still have the front of um my laundry's done. uh, we still have the front of the big chicken coop to put on, and Mr. Red has to put the base of it and the litter in, and then we'll put our big girls in there, the ones that were in the shed. So we're going to tear that down and clean that whole area out because it's overgrown. So we're going to tear that out and build something better. I don't know if it's tax-free shopping yet. That may be this weekend. You just had breakfast, a bowl of oatmeal with brown sugar, cinnamon, and pecans. Oh, that sounds delish. You're staying on brown sugar and cinnamon pecan thing. I love oatmeal. Don't eat it a whole lot here because Mr. Red says that's old people food. I love oatmeal and I love cream of wheat. Who eats cream of wheat? Does anybody eat cream of wheat here? I love cream of wheat. Tax-free weekend is usually some days they select before like school starts back, and you get tax-free. You don't have to pay taxes on. It's like select electronics like computers and printers and stuff like that. And I believe it's clothes and school supplies. So you're gonna have a banana for breakfast. Florida Mama Bear likes cream of wheat. I love cream of wheat. And I don't ever make. No, that's old people food except for Kelly. And Mr. Stir Crazy had a banana with his coffee. I like bananas too, but I don't have any because I buy them and my kids eat them in about 2 days. The last time I bought some, I bought 3 bunches. This has been a couple weeks ago. I bought 3 bunches because they were eating like a bunch. Like, 4, 5, 6 of them in like 2 days. And I was like, I didn't even get a banana out of it. So I bought 3 bunches. Tell me why they didn't eat them. So they're in my freezer, and we're going to make some banana bread. Because, of course, I bought more, and they didn't want them. Mr. Red was a cook in an assisted living for a while, and so when he did breakfast, it was a lot of oatmeal and cream of wheat and grits and stuff like that. And so now he like refuses to eat it. He's like, that's old people food. I'm like, well, I've ate oatmeal and cream of wheat for as long as I can remember, and grits too. I don't know that I always have liked grits. I can't remember eating it too much as a child, but I like them now. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Grits and cheese, yes, and a fried egg on top. That's how I like it. Grits with lots of butter and pepper, and you put a fried egg and then you sprinkle cheese on top. That's my jam with a piece of toast. Cream of wheat, I used to have that. You're not a fan of grits? I love grits. It's my dad. He loves grits. So we had that a lot growing up. But cream of wheat with a little cream and some sugar and vanilla. It's amazing. They call you crazy because you put sugar in the grits. No, that's not crazy. I know a lot of people that eat it that way. I don't like it that way. I guess because I rather have cream of wheat if I'm going to have something sweet. But I think my dad eats it both ways though. Biscuit and gravy. Yes, me too. That's one of my favorites. I love biscuits and gravy. I probably have it twice a week. I've been able to make my own gravy probably since I was about 7 or 8. Your grandma would take leftover grits and fry them in a grit patty. Yep. My mom just started making those not too long ago. Maybe a year or so. She had them at a restaurant and then she started making them. And I can't remember. She puts cheese and I think diced ham in it. Can't remember. But she loves them. Corned beef hash is good. Yes, I love corned beef hash. Biscuits and gravy with scrambled egg on top. Yep. Well, I don't put the scrambled egg on top of it, but I do drizzle some gravy on the eggs. Okay, Robin, I know you're at work. You like sausage gravy with big chunks of sausage. Oh my gosh, guys. I think I had, not yesterday, but the day before, I had biscuit and gravy. Yeah, I love eggs with anything breakfast. I like egg sandwiches. Do y'all eat egg sandwiches with mayonnaise and pepper? Hey, BP. Mwah. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for coming in. You guys, the smell is coming right in my face. Oh gosh, it smells good. I'm so hungry. Talking about this food, I'm so hungry. Not that I couldn't use to skip a meal or two. You don't like white gravy? It should have not been invented. How rude. I like gravy of all kinds. I make sawmill gravy most of the time, which is kind of like sausage gravy. I guess it is kind of sausage gravy. I don't know what the difference is. Really don't. I don't think there is. And there's pepper gravy, which doesn't have sausage in it, which is good on biscuits too. You can always have your sausage on the side. Everybody's saying hello to BP. We miss you, BP. I'm glad you're doing good and staying out of trouble. Florida Mama Bear says country fried steak with white gravy. Yeah. Oh, yes. With mashed potatoes. Mmm. That's good food there. I love country fried steak. I don't have that very often, though. I don't know why. I am not. I didn't mean it that way, so who's the perv now? So, Neil, I know, what is it? Is it just brown gravy that's popular in the UK? Not a whole lot of the white gravies going on over there. It's a mess to make, it is. When you have to flour and egg and flour and dip and stuff, it's always a mess. I hate doing it. Radish sandwiches. Now that's new. I don't like radishes though. You haven't had country fried steak in a long time. Me either. That sounds good though. Just not right now. It's too hot. Just brown, yeah. And it's a beef made out of beef broth mostly. Or is there variations? I'm not very cultural in cooking. I just know my ways. what I've been taught. I've got a pretty broad palate, South Southern state type. My dad is from Louisiana, and my mom is from Alabama. So I got a little bit of Cajun, and I got a lot of Southern. My grandmother is from Ohio. Um, so there's a little bit of that between northern and southern border cooking. So I'm very broadened on the southern type style cooking, just not a whole lot of um, overseas style. I did make an Indian tomato soup, which was amazing. I need to do that again. That was really good and fun to make. You haven't heard of radish sandwich, me either. Look them up on Google. So where would that come from? Because that's not a southern thing as far as I'm concerned. I've never heard of that. Now we make cucumber sandwiches. Cucumber sandwiches are really good. And egg sandwiches, and of course tomato sandwiches. We're just now starting to get tomatoes on our plants out in the garden, and I'm so excited because I have been dying for a tomato sandwich. And shepherd's pie. Yeah, that's good. Authentic shepherd's pie. Because I can make shepherd's pie and it don't taste that good. That's not my strong suit, but I guess because we don't really have the type of gravy. But you know, I think it needs another 5 minutes. Shepherd's pie is good though. Fried green tomatoes. Yes. I'm gonna try to can some green tomatoes. I've seen um a thing where you can slice the green tomatoes and stack them in a jar, and you can can them and then take them out, and then you pat them dry and fry them. Because last year I pre-battered them and put them on a cookie sheet, froze them, and then took them off and put them in a bag, and they didn't really hold up that great. When they defrost, they kind of get soggy. You also mix radish with egg salad. I do like egg salad. I don't know how I feel about radish in it though. Green tomatoes and onion are amazing canned. Chow chow, yes. I've never made chow chow, but I want to this year. I want to venture out. I want to do some different stuff because we've got the basics. We need to start doing some different things. Making you hungry. Fried green tomatoes. Have you had fried green tomatoes on a BLT? Game changer. You have shepherd's pie, Cumberland pie, and cottage pie. All different variants of shepherd's pie. Huh. I'm going to have to look that up and see what the difference is. Hey, shepherd's pie here is just like ground meat. I'm not sure if tomatoes go in it or not. But it's usually like corn, peas, that kind of thing. And then you put that in the base with some gravy and then mashed potatoes on top of that and cheese on that, and then you bake it. But I don't know why, but I don't make a good shepherd's pie. I just it don't ever come out, and it's probably because I've had authentic and I don't know which variation it was. Maybe that's what's ruined me. I don't know. I couldn't make a meatloaf until my mother-in-law taught me, and now I can make a pretty good meatloaf. Yes, Kelly. Fried green tomato with bacon and lettuce and some mayonnaise. It's so good. Not a big shepherd pie fan. No, I don't do a whole lot of that here at home because as big as my son is, he doesn't like his food mixed. So he doesn't do a whole lot of the casseroles. He doesn't like things mixed together. So I don't make it a whole lot because it usually goes to waste here. It doesn't get eaten. Some things he likes. You just can't use the word casserole. What is that sound?
It's Dora scratching.
On what?
Her bottom.
Huh?
Her bottom.
Dora. It's a weird sound. You don't like corn and peas. Hey, LaTanya, how are you? Happy Friday morning. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. It's starting to bubble. Said about 27 minutes on the directions of the cinnamon roll. So I'm kind of checking it as it goes. So make sure you type in #bake to drop your link. I know there's a few of you that are not, maybe, possibly, probably not connected. So we have a lot of great content creators in here. So make sure you share your links. #baked. They're starting to bubble and it smells so good. So we're right under an hour. We chatted a little bit and we made them and they're baking. So this is pretty quick, delicious breakfast you can make, or even a dessert. I don't know how many people eat cinnamon rolls for dessert, because we all know, or at least here in our area, cinnamon rolls and chili is a thing. You eat cinnamon rolls when you have a pot of chili. Do y'all do that? Cinnamon rolls and chili? What's some odd combinations that you guys eat in your area? Neil, I know you probably have some different things being from the UK. Hey, cut it out. You eat cinnamon rolls and chili? Yeah, that's good. That's some good stuff. Come on, give me some weird combos to try. Trying to venture out here. There's LaTanya's channel. Thank you, Neil. And there's Softball Susie. Softball Susie has bingo. That's always a good time if you like to play bingo. Elaine does bingo. Kelly's crafting. Neil collects all kind of cool stuff. And Robin does a little bit of everything. So check out those channels. It's always a good time. Always a good chat. All different variations of content in here. All I know is I'm about to eat some tacos and fried green tomato. Hey, that sounds good. I I like different things. Not really. The UK people are normal. We don't eat unripe tomatoes and white gravy. Nobody said it's not ripe. They're just green. You're actually supposed to pick tomatoes when they're green and you let them ripen in your window. You don't wait till your tomatoes are fully red on the vine. Did you know that? I didn't. Learned that this year. If you pick them while they're still green and slightly starting to turn red, and you put them in your windowsill to let them ripen, they stay a little more firm and they don't go to mush so quick. But y'all also eat beans for breakfast, and those long sausages. What do they call them? Bangers. Who eats beans for breakfast? No offense. I'm not. I don't need that with me all day. Fried green tomatoes are delish. I think they're done. I'm gonna turn my oven on. Give them just a moment. What did your grandma do? Yeah, pork and beans on toast. I don't even like pork and beans though. I think they're gross. They're gross. I'm not a big fan of baked beans either. I like refried beans with my tacos or any kind of Mexican food. I like refried beans. I'll eat pinto beans. I like red beans, but only on an occasion. Oh, she let the tomatoes ripen in the window. Yeah. It's not really pork and beans. It's just beans. Well, what kind of beans? What kind of beans are they? Pork and beans with hot dog. Now my kids love it. They love pork and beans and hot dogs. Beanie weenies. That's what we call them. But I'm not a big bean person. I think because I was when I left home at a very early age, I was really poor. So a pot of pinto beans and cornbread was really cheap and very filling, and I think that I just had my fair share. And so I don't care to eat them anymore. Occasionally. Baked beans. See, baked beans and pork and beans are two different things, though. Y'all eat that blood sausage? That's gross. You love everything. Me too. I'm not a picky eater. I'm really not. There's a few things that I'm just like, meh, I'll pass. I'm not big on rice. I will eat it. I like fried rice. I like jasmine rice and the cilantro. Was it cilantro lime rice? Maybe it may just be cilantro. I don't know. I like that, but I'm not big on just like rice-a-roni or those flavored rices. I don't care for them. My son loves them though. Your baked beans are plain like pork and beans. But to me, baked beans have like a barbecue taste to them. What even bean is a baked bean? Is it? It's not a pinto bean. Is it a white bean? I don't know. I don't know what kind of beans are in pork and beans and baked beans. What bean is that? I don't know. Shame on me. I should know. You like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage. I like all of that except for cauliflower. I do not like cauliflower. I don't. I can tolerate it in like a mix, like that California style mix vegetable with the carrots and broccoli and cauliflower. I'll eat it like that, but as far as like just, uh-uh. You have butter bean, and we call them lima beans. Lima beans. I love lima beans. Ham and beans is good. My mom makes ham and beans a lot. What does she call it? 15 bean soup or some 7 bean. I don't know, something like that. It's got a bunch of different beans, but she makes navy beans and ham a lot. Fried cauliflower. Now, I've not tried fried cauliflower. I may have to try that. Okay, it's time to pull these out. So let me switch you back. And I'll pull these out. I'm finally getting some new what do you call these things? These things. Because my other ones are starting to kind of be raggedy. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at these. How delicious. And it smells even better. Yum. Pork and beans are traditionally made from white beans. Huh. I figured it was a white bean. Latanya, you like odd food. I like a variation, so I'm not mad at it. I love to try different things. I like it. So we're going to let these cool a minute. We have our icing. We're going to pour that on top. Whew, that smells so good. Can y'all see all that delicious crunchy topping? Yum. Pull in closer. Look at that. Can you smell it? Don't you wish we had smell-o-vision? We'll let that cool. Put us back on camera while that cools down. There's Elaine. You see Elaine now, Neil? Hey, more power to you. However you want to eat. As long as you're eating good, that's all that matters to me. I wish you could eat one too. I wish I could share with you all. Oh, it's thundering outside. Elaine, did you send all your storms to me? I'm not mad. We need the rain. If it's not pouring by the time these are cool, I may take you out to with me to do the chicken chores. We'll see. We'll see what kind of time we have. I just want these to cool a little bit before we put that cream cheese icing on top. Yum! I'm so hungry. Elaine, can you type in hashtag baked to post your link? You had storms here. I'm sure you're probably. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me see what I need to do. Can you still hear me? Is it still echoing now? When I have both of my screens up, I think I have to mute one. You gotta run down the street and pick up burritos. Are you having burritos for lunch? Okay, no echo now. Cool. Yeah, Elaine does crafting and she does bingo, and I would tell you what days she does what, but I don't remember. Kelly, did you post your link? Kelly does crafting, and she's usually Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1 o'clock Central Time. But I think she may be changing that up to do some on Facebook too. So, you did. Okay, cool. Yeah. Neil, type in hashtag baked if you, I don't think you posted your worst. Post your link and post Robin's too if you don't mind. I know you have it handy on you. So everybody can connect to each other because everybody is a good time. Everybody has great content and even better chats. We are a hoot everywhere we go. Different channels depends on the type of chat it is. Some are a little more adult friendly than others, but it's still fun. We have fun everywhere we go. But I know most of y'all are probably connected to each other. So, this smells really good. You can smell that peach and you can smell the cinnamon and that brown sugar. It smells like heaven in here. So Kelly will be live today at 1 o'clock, right? Are you doing it today? Do you feel up to it? Kelly's not been feeling that great. She's not sleeping good. So hopefully she feels better. Good. You're up to everybody. Good deal. We all kind of came from the same root there. I mean, tuber chat is a good common denominator for everybody, so good deal. All right. Yes. Oh. They look good enough. Well, you come on. I'll save you one. I'll make a fresh batch for you. Hey, Pat, how are you? Long time no see. Hope you're doing good. All right, I'm gonna put the cream cheese icing on these and see if we can't pull one out and give it a little taste test. So let me take this one down so you can see better. And this has been sitting out long enough, I think. Now I'm gonna pop it in the microwave. 10 seconds. I should have just put both of them in there. Yeah, see, it's a little more liquidy, so we're just gonna Drizzle this right on top. Yum. Try to get in all those corners, because that's the good stuff, right? Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yum. Let me get me a plate. We're going to dig one of these things out and give it a try. Let's see if we can get this out without making too much of a mess. Ooh. Yum. Ooh, that's hot. Let's scoot that up a little bit. Get me a fork. Give me some milk. Hold on. I drank my coffee. I'm not going to drink no more. I'm not even supposed to be drinking coffee, but you know, they either. But that's what's good for us. All right, let's give it a taste. So, want to make sure I get a peach in. It's still really warm. I hope I don't burn my mouth. Let me get her that crumble. You know, this really reminds me of fall. That's amazing. You gotta try this. You gotta make it. It's too easy. You don't even have to make your own cinnamon rolls. And it's delicious. That's bomb. Here, have a bite. That's really good. Awesome. Thank you, Robin, for posting part metal detecting. You like the metal detecting stuff? He does some cool stuff. I think it's Sunday mornings. I don't know. Not up early enough to watch it. That is delicious. That is delicious. We will be trying more varieties of that. So, this is a peach crumble. And as y'all know, cinnamon rolls are my thing. That is what I love to make with you all. Different varieties. I haven't done it in a while. So what flavor should I try next? Give me some flavor ideas. That is delicious. That would definitely be something for fall though. And you could use canned peaches. It wouldn't be a problem. That's delish. I love that. Blueberry. What kind of blueberry? Should we make a blueberry cobbler kind of roll? Blueberry. That's 2 for blueberry. Mm. I wish I could give you some. Cherry and astroglide. That's disgusting. Cherry, maybe, but we'll leave that second part. A cherry cinnamon roll. That would be good. But I think they do cherry cinnamon roll. Don't they already make those? Like a Danish kind of thing? Blackberry. Hey, Mama, what? How are you? A blackberry? Mm-hmm. So if we do blueberry, what kind of combination will we make with that? I mean, my go-to is like a cobbler style, but now that Mama One says blackberry, it's like blackberry cobbler. Um, so what could we do with blueberry? We could do blueberry crumble, but that's kind of similar to what we just made. um, Blueberry cheesecake. I was trying to find the pre-made cheesecake stuff. We could always make our own though. But I'm trying to make it where you guys can do it too. So I don't want to make it too complex. You have to take your mom to an appointment. Be safe. I hope everything goes okay. Apple. Mm-hmm. Blackberry. Dump cake. I like dump cakes. Oh, that's good. So what do y'all want to see next Friday? We want to do blueberry next Friday? We can make a fresh blueberry cheesecake cinnamon roll. And I'll try to find some of that cheesecake filling to see if it makes a difference. This is not giving me a whole lot of cheesecake flavor in this roll, but it made it very very much of a creamy texture. It's nice and moist. It's creamy. It's good with the crunchy of the topping and the tartness of the peaches. It's a perfect combo. Can't go wrong with this. Eggs Benedict. That's easy. But I don't make the Hollandaise sauce homemade. I make it out of a packet. You got $1 tip. Nice. It's definitely sweet. It's rich. Not diabetic friendly. Like most delicious things, they're not diabetic friendly. Though they have enough alternative sweeteners now that you could probably make this with like the Swerve. I think Swerve. I think Swerve makes the brown sugar. I may be wrong. It may be a different brand. Amazing. My sugar is going to be high. Definitely got to have milk or some coffee to rinse this down. Mama One says, hey, Robin. Oh, wow. So good. Well worth the breakfast wait this morning. Quite the treat. Yeah, delicious. Make it. Make it. The recipe is in the description. Screenshot it. Go get the stuff and make these things. They're so good. It's still pouring outside, so I don't think I'm going to take you to see the chickens, but maybe at some point this weekend. Well, guys, that's it. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me for breakfast this morning. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I know Kelly is on later. Not sure about Neil and Robin or Elaine. You never know. Have a lot of pop-ups. So, Tanya, when do you go live? Let me know what your schedule is. Would love to hang out with you guys some more today in the YouTube streets. You all be nice and be kind and have a great rest of your day if I don't see you somewhere else. All right. See you guys. Bye.